Good morning, students. Myself Shilpa Sharma, and today I will present you a lecture on digital system design. I'll tell you about the programming of multiplexers, encoder, and ALU in VHDL. Yet now we are aware of how to write a program, a small program of half adder, full adder, subtractors, and so on. Now, in case of encoder, if we wanted to write any program in VHDL language, then the first thing we need to understand the basic concept of encoder. You know what an encoder do? An encoder is a device, is a circuit which converts, which encodes the input line inputs into some coded form, like 4 into 2 encoder. In 4 into 2 encoder, we usually convert 4 line into 2 line. This is also known as priority encoder. In this, we generally use 8421 code and convert into 2 lines A and B or B0, B1 kind. An encoder is a device which can convert any number of input lines into output lines. It used to encode any input string into a coded form. So to write a encoder code using VHDL language, we can opt many number of styles, like if and else statement we can use, or case statement we can use. Even we don't need to define it with if else case statement, we can directly define it using any formula, means data flow kind of modeling. So in this context, we first continue with if and else statement. To write any 4:2 encoder, we need to draw a block diagram. See, here is a block diagram which is having number of inputs equals to 4 and outputs equals to 2 for 4:2 encoder. So inputs are A0, A1, A2 and A3, and accordingly outputs are to B0 and B1. So what we need to do to write a program? First, we need to define entity of that circuit, of this block diagram. So before defining entity, we first define the library, whichever library we required. So library IEEE, as we all of know that IEEE is a standard library which is having all the syntaxes and rules of any VHDL language we generally need to define any circuit. So library IEEE we need to define, and we will use std_logic_1164 sub-library under IEEE, as well as std_logic_earth as well as unsigned library we will use. So we are defining it with the help of use IEEE syntax. Now, entity is defined how? As we all of know that how we can define the entity? As entity is user defined name. So entity and encoder underscore source is. Here encoder underscore is what? It is user defined name for this 4:2 encoder. Because we are using 4 inputs, that's why we need to define it through the help of any vector. We can also write it as A0, A1, A2, A3 colon in std_logic. But if we wanted to define it through the help of vector, then we need to write std_logic_vector. Here the range should be specified. Here we can write 0 to 4, sorry 0 to 3. We are having 4 inputs, so 0 to 3, or we can write like here 3 downs to 0. Now we will define B output also. B is the output. Again it is having 2 outputs, B0 and B1. So either we can define it through B0 B1, or we can define it through the help of vector. That means 1 downs to 0 or 0 to 1. Now we need to add the entity which is user defined again. So here the entity declaration part is over. Now we will move to our architecture declaration, architecture statement part. As we have said that we will going to use if else statement, so we need to define a loop in which we use if, then else if or else statement. So first we will define architecture. As you know, if and else statements are used in behavioral style of modeling. So we are, for safety side, we are writing architecture behavioral of encoder underscore source is. Here encoder underscore is the entity name and behavioral is the architecture name. Now we will write again begin, then process. Here process, in a bracket you can define the sensitivity list as the inputs are A0, A1, A2, A3 or A. So here we can write process under bracket A to define the, specify the sensitivity list. Now we will define the begin, and in this begin we will start to define our terms. As you can see, I am writing if A equals this condition, then B must be this. Why? Because this is the condition of any priority encoder. Whenever you write any table, a table for priority encoder, then you will see that among the 4 inputs, at any time single input will be high. That will be according to its priority. Like suppose I am having 4 inputs A0, A1, A2 and A3. So at any time A3 will be high or A2 or A1 or A0. At that same moment of time, remaining inputs will be 0 or don't care. So first condition can be taken as A0 equals to 1 and rest of the input, that means A1, A2 and A3 are 0. In this condition, output, which are 2 lines, can be defined by 0, 0. Now, if we consider the priority of A1 as high, then output will be 0, 1. Then again, if we consider A2 as high, then 1, 0 will be considered. If we consider A3 as high, then 1, 1 can be considered. So in this way, we can define or we can specify the conditions for this much. As you can see here, first condition is if A equals 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. That means A0 equals 1 and A1, A2, A3 are 0. So I am defining it as a condition of B equals 0, 0. So if A equals 0, 0, 0, 1 comes, then B will be assigned a value of 0, 0. Else if it will check another condition, and this condition if comes as 0, 0, 1, 0, then B will be assigned a value of 0, 1. Else if this condition is not satisfied, then it will check another condition of 0, 1, 0, 0. That means A2 if equals 1, then B will be assigned a value of 1, 0. Then the condition of B equals 1, 1 which is remaining, can be directly written here. We don't need to define it else if A equals 1 0 0 0, because this is the condition which is remaining among the all. So we do not need to specify it at all. We just need to define the output whichever will be saved if the remaining condition comes. So accordingly we will AND if, AND process, AND behavior. This is the way we can write any encoder program. Now it's a time for writing with the case statement. As we have defined all the conditions, see, library, use, entity, encoder. Here we are defining the entity part like encoder is similar in a similar way as we have defined in if and else statement. Again, we do not need to change the architecture pattern of the encoder. See, architecture behavior of encoder is begin, then process is sensitivity list, which is A here. Now begin will be start. Here we are not using if statement, else statement. So we need to define the case, and case on which input it is defining? It is defining of A. So case A is, whenever case A is 1000, 100, 10 or 1, output will be changed, that means B will be changed. So here we can write when 1000 comes, that means B will be assigned a value of 0 0. When 100 comes, then B will be assigned a value of 0 1, and then. Here we can define another condition of B as assigned a value of high impedance. This is the condition whenever these four cases not comes. It will not happen, I know, but what will happen if 1100 comes? Then in that case it will go into high impedance state. So this is the way we can define the using the case statement. We can also define it in this high impedance state case. We can define in if else condition also. In the last condition we were not defining if else if statement. So there we can write else if A equals 1000, then B will be assigned a value of 1 1. Else B will be assigned a value of ZZ. Then that will show that we can assign high impedance state if 4 of the condition doesn't come. For the remaining condition it will go in the high impedance state. So this is the way we can define any kind of encoder or priority encoder. Now we will switch to 4:1 multiplex. It is different little bit from encoder. In this, output will always be 1, but the input can vary, and to select any input we need selection lines. This is the difference between encoder and multiplexer. In this, we can define inputs A, B, C, D. See, entity mux underscore 4:1. Ports A, B, C, D are input ports, as well as selection line S0 and S1 are also input ports. Here outputs are Z. So to define it, we will use the if else statement, as the sensitivity list will be A, B, C, D inputs and S0, S1. So all 6 inputs are written here. If this is the condition of multiplexer S1 and S0, you have been taught the subject of STLD, in which you know about the multiplexer 4:1. If selection line equals 0 0, then output will be A, 0 1 output will be B, 1 0 output will be C, 1 1 output will be D. So in this way we can define if this condition, then Z will be assigned a value of A, B, C and D. And if this is similar to which? Similar to the pattern of encoder. Now we will write a program of ALU. ALU is what? Arithmetic and logic unit. A system which can do logical calculation as well as arithmetic calculations. See, arithmetical calculations are what? Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. And logical calculations are what? And, or, not, XOR, rotate left, right, shift left, right. So these are all the conditions. Among all, NOR, NAND, XOR, greater comparison, equal comparison. So as you know, you can write VHDL code accordingly whichever function you require. See, in this you can define the constant value of n, means number of lines. Entity ALU is port A and B are defined, and outputs are 7 downs to 0. 7 downs to 0, why we are using this? Because if addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, whichever result we need, accordingly output line will be selected. So, to generate the output, we can use the case statement. Case statement, the sensitivity list what? The sensitivity list will be ALU underscore select. ALU underscore select is something which will define the process on which we are working, means we are doing addition or we subtraction or multiplication. See, when 0 0 0 0 comes, then it will be case of addition, then ALU result will be A plus B. If 0 0 0 1 comes, then subtraction will be A minus B. So in this way we can write all the conditions of accordingly when statement and output statement. In the last we will end the process and case statement and finalize the output of ALU which was stored in ALU result. So we can define it as, we can also concatenate the A input and B input if we wanted to store the carries in temporary file. So it depends upon our requirement. So this is the way we can write any program of ALU. In the next videos we will discuss about the programs of decoder, demultiplexer and so on. For now, thank you. We will continue in the next lectures. Thank you.